I am a publisher, writer, editor, daughter, sister, auntie, dog mom, and many other things, including currently a cancer patient. But I am not a doctor or medical professional of any sort. What you are about to watch is an episode of my journey through cancer. I'm sharing my adventure with you in hopes that you'll find something here that's comforting and maybe even inspiring. This video is not intended to provide any sort of diagnosis or treatment plan. Please go talk with your doctor for professional medical advice. Along with its needed effects, a medicine may cause unwanted effects. That's what the Mayo Clinic says, and it is a massive understatement. I'm usually darned good about knowing how the medicines I'm taking or the medicines that are going to be given to me will affect me. I look things up, but I didn't do that the day I got my port installed. The effects were so disconcerting, I will probably never not be good about knowing how a drug is going to affect me again, or how it could affect me again. I've taken Ativan before. I took it about 30 years ago when I broke my wrist, and I needed it to calm down this sort of weird claustrophobia I had about having a cast on my arm. So I took it at night for 6 weeks, and having a cast seems like such a minor thing now, but it wasn't then. So yesterday or the day before, I essentially lost my short-term memory for 24 hours, and I have now been sleeping for 12 and 14-hour stretches at a time. I'm not going to refuse out of hand to take a medicine a doctor prescribes for me. I just want to know how it's going to affect me. I've linked the Mayo Clinic's overviews of the side effects of the drugs I took to have my port installed, or the drugs I was given. And in fairness, the side effects were there for me to look up and find out about if I had only asked. First there was Ativan, which I took because I was feeling very anxious and anticipation of the procedure, and it can cause sleepiness, confusion, memory loss, lightheadedness. Then there was Fentanyl, which was given for the pain, and that can cause confusion, unusual tiredness, and lightheadedness. And then there was this final drug, which was Midazolam. I think I might be pronouncing that wrong. Midazolom. It was given to me under the brand name Versed, and it was used to put me into a state of conscious sedation so they could actually do the procedure, and it causes feelings of sluggishness, confusion, and memory loss. And there are other side effects of all of these drugs. I'm just listing here the ones that I experienced. Anyway, had I researched these drugs and known the possible side effects, I might have just sucked it up and gotten through the whole procedure without adding Ativan to the whole mix. I had a lot of shit in my system by the end of the day. On the other hand, I needed a port, and that meant I was going to need drugs while the doctors performed the procedure. And again, I don't want to second guess what doctors are giving me. But one big part of knowing how drugs are going to affect you is also knowing how they are being administered, because the effects can be different depending on the form you take it in. If you take it transdermally, if you take it in tablet form, or by injection or infusion, which is what I had. I had all these drugs through an IV, and the Ativan, I'm sure, contributed to this memory loss and this incredible sleepiness. but I had never taken it as an infusion before, and I thought, oh, I will just react the same way as I had when I took it 30 years ago, and that wasn't the case. And yeah, knowledge is power. Well, now I know, not to overlook the side effects of the drugs they give you, because man, they can just be debilitating. If you liked this video or found it helpful, give it a like, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell.